Now, when I say I got a pain in my neck, I'm saying that as a layman. But when a wrestler says, I got a pain in my neck, that means trouble. What you do is dominated by guys with serious neck injuries. And you had a very serious one, right? 2001. You missed a year? Mm-hmm. Any thought over that period of time or saying, you know what, I've made good money, I've had good times, I'm going to quit while I can still walk?
When I was sitting in the doctor's office in San Antonio, which Dr. Youngblood, who Stone Cold Steve Austin referred me to, and he told me what needed to be done, that evening, I cried. I called home and cried, and I said, I don't know if I'll ever be able to wrestle again. It was very. I was afraid for the first time whether I'd be able to, pursue what I love doing. And but after that, the next day, I'm like, okay, we got to do it. It's got to be done. Let's do it. Let's go on with it. And from there, it's about thinking positive and being positive and rehabbing it. And since I've been back, knock on wood, I haven't had anything questionable happen in the ring where I'm like, oh, well, what was that? Nothing. So people ask me this, how's your neck? I said, neck's fine. My knees hurt, my elbows hurt, my shoulder joints hurt. Neck's fine though. It's like everything else hurts.
You're a guy who's at risk though, because you're a wrestler, right? You don't have gimmicks to fall back on. You can't take a match off. You can't take 5 minutes off. When guys wrestle Chris Benoit, they know you're going wall to wall aggressive. What's the key for you? The absolute key in terms of staying healthy and in terms of your longevity now, knowing that?
Persistence, persistence in my way of life, and working out and eating good and trying to get a good night's sleep, which is impossible on the road, but basically persistence. And throughout the years, I've been so fortunate to have crossed paths with people and become friends with people through my life, and I've seen them rise and I've seen them fall. And one of my best friends, Eddie Guerrero, I was traveling with him. I went through him when I seen them fall, and it's like, it's about taking care of yourself and being persistent with that and consistent with that. So
I want to save the Guerrero thing for later on, because I think in a lot of ways it sums up so much about the industry. In your case, it sums up friendship, camaraderie, a guy that you work with. We'll get to that in a second. What motivates you? Because a lot of guys are motivated by being a star, right? They want to be a star. A lot of guys want to be rich.
Big difference, big difference. When I'm watching the show, I could tell by watching how they perform, how they wrestle out there, who's out there because they're passionate about it, and who is out there for the stardom, for the accolades. It's like there's a huge difference. Like I said, to me, I'm an artist, and what I do, I'm passionate about. There's some guys that come in like the Lex Lugers and guys like that it was about the money, it was about the fame, whereas other guys that come in, the Bret Harts, myself, it's about the passion.
Can you be friends with a guy like Lex Luger, a guy who doesn't share the same passion for wrestling that you have?
Well, yeah, I've got friends
Brock?
Outside of the industry.
Can you be friends with Brock?
Brock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He quit, right?
Yeah, I'm good friends with Brock.
But he quit, right, because he didn't like the life, the travel, and all of that.
Everyone's not cut out for it,
Right.
I hope that he is extremely successful in the NFL if that's what if that's what he wants to attain, because life is about dreams and succeeding and chasing your dreams. I was fortunate enough to have a dream and be able to pursue it and succeed at it, and I hope he's able to do it. But really, I'll bet anything that he will be back. Whether he goes to the NFL or not, he will be back, because wrestling, he's a wrestler. He grew up amateur wrestling. He'll be back.
He was one of the chosen ones, though, wasn't he?
Yes.
Right, and you weren't, right? You had to work your ass off to get that belt. In the gym, in the ring, you had to become arguably the best technical wrestler in the world to have a chance at that, right?
Yes and no. Yes and no. To me, and I've had conversations with Kurt Angle, and I'm good friends with Kurt, but we've got into verbal debates, and to me, I'm like, I've been champion before, and having the belt, that is so. It's such an honor to have that bestowed upon you, because you're representing the whole company. But I've had compliments from my peers. I've had Vince McMahon pull me aside after matches and compliment me in ways that were more rewarding than getting a big check, or more rewarding than attaining a belt. That made me champion within myself. It's just Hitman, yeah. That to have your peers compliment you, it don't go beyond that to me.
Great answer. We'll go to break, and we will return with Chris Benoit, he was born in Canada, but he resides in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll talk about whether that pisses you off when OTR returns.